Do you remember that $650 snowmobile I bought last November that wouldn't start? After many hours of work and a lot of learning, I fixed it. This is my first ride. Matt wanted to stop and say hello to this tree, and from there we kept on ripping. And I could not believe how much power this old sled has and how well it was running. Overall, I felt pretty comfortable on the trails and had a blast going fast on this thing, but out in the POW fields, hill climbs, and side hills, I have no idea what I'm doing and I have a lot to learn. It's really fun watching Matt and Roland get up on one ski and toss their sleds around. We stopped for a quick snack with an absolutely stunning view of the mountains, and Matt and Roland gave me some tips on getting better at riding.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like, so it kind of like, that'll lean your sled over.
The body position is basically like skis slightly turn this way. Like good, as far forward as you can on the skis, kind of surfing. Use your knees as a contact point. And just kind of counter steer out of the way. That makes it a lot easier to tip the sled over.
We started to get out into some wide open stuff with yet another crappy view. This was the first part of the day where my sled had any sort of issue. From a stop, I went to go and the throttle response just did not feel crisp anymore, and it took a lot more throttle to get the sled going. After intentionally killing the sled at our next stop, it was tricky to start again, and then my pull cord ended up breaking, which is funny because I had ordered a new one but didn't realize they were sold by the meter, so the rope I got wasn't long enough and I never ended up replacing it. We did end up getting the sled started again using the rope tool that comes inside the toolkit for this sled, wrapping it around the primary clutch and giving that a yank. To be honest, I didn't even really know you could do that, and without Matt and Roland there, I never would have thought to do that. I didn't have a spare starter rope, of course, so we headed back to the trucks, and the sled actually ran really well on the way back to the truck. The throttle response improved and those issues seemed to go away. I'm wondering if some of the old fuel in there is just not good. As a whole, this day was an absolute win, and I'm so stoked that this sled runs fairly well. I enjoyed a PB&J sandwich on the drive home, along with a lot of satisfying glances into my rearview mirror.